Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel and happy Flashback Friday. Y'all, today's Flashback Friday, I want to flashback to a whole year. Okay, so last Flashback Friday, I was telling y'all my top 5 vacations that I've been on. And while I was telling y'all that, I realized in the year of 2021, your girl was outside. I went on a vacation. I think by the end of the year, I was like, I'm trying to do a vacation, at least one vacation a month. And it would have done that if I hadn't hurt my knee. That was the year that I hurt my knee. First trip started out with Momcation 2021, January, going to New Orleans. I was very nervous about going on that trip because I was going alone. And also, y'all know that little virus thing that was going around. It was freshly there, and I had just got my vaccine, so I was like, you know what, I can do it. And because Momcation was supposed to be on a cruise, and of course cruises was shut down then, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I want to go. I want to meet Edna. I want to have fun. They had a great time on their last one, and I had an amazing time. We had a good trip. We went to the Mardi Gras Museum. We went down Bourbon Street. We did a bar crawl. We did a city tour. Like, we literally had a good time. And I feel like that was like a great way for me to meet one of my favorite YouTubers. And as well, because of COVID, it wasn't that many people, and we was able to like bond and with each other. I met Miss Shanna on that trip. I met Maggie. If y'all know Maggie, I met Maggie on that trip, and we just had a great time on that trip. The next trip that I went on, me and the kids went to Disney. We went to Disney in March, and that was their spring break, and that was our redo. Our we can do it because the year before, 2020, our Disney trip had got canceled like days before we were supposed to went to Disney. So in in March we went to Disney, and we had a great time. We stayed the first 2 days, I think the first day or two we got there, and we stayed at a just a regular hotel, and then we stayed at the Disney hotels, and that's because I think I couldn't get the days, it didn't make sense for me to pay all that money for Disney when I think my flight was getting in like super late, and I did not want to I didn't want to pay Disney prices, and I wasn't even there. So I was like, we're going to stay at a regular hotel, and then we're going to go to Disney. And we had a great time. Went to Hollywood Studios for the first time. Went to Magic Kingdom. We had already been before, but we went back to Magic Kingdom. My first time going to Disney Springs, and we just had a great time. And the kids had a good trip for that trip. That was one of my top trips too. And we had a great time. In May, I went to St. Thomas on the girls trip, and y'all know that girls trip was amazing. We had a great time. St. Thomas is a great place to go to. I want to go back to St. Thomas sometime. I don't know exactly when. I want to go back like how we went, because I just had fun. I'm okay with going on a cruise too. I had a great time in St. Thomas, and that house we stayed in was amazing. On Mother's Day, we went on that boat, yacht, for the day. We just did everything. We had a great time. It was my sister's 40th birthday, and that was what she wanted to do, and that's what we did. Also, in the end of May, we went to go visit my other sister for the first time in Indiana, and we had a good trip then too. We made like a whole thing out of it. Went to the Indiana Zoo. We went and saw like their downtown area. We went to shopping, and we just had a good time visiting and seeing like her life and where she's living at now. And then in September for Labor Day, when cruises were back going, we went on the Carnival Sunrise. We went on a Labor Day cruise. The crazy thing is, I don't think nothing was actually going on too tough, because I think I keep saying that my Christmas cruise, my first went over holiday, but I did do Labor Day, but I don't feel like nothing was, that I know of, that was going on. They probably did have like celebrations and stuff, but anyway, I went on that cruise, the Sunrise, the first cruise back, and I was so happy to be back. I was so happy to be back cruising and just there. I was just happy to be there, and we had a great time on our cruise. And let me see, after that was September. November, no, in October I went back to Indiana, just me and my sister Stephanie, to go visit my other sister for her birthday. Her birthday is October 5th, and we went to go visit her again, and we had just a great time again visiting them. They took us around to eat and shopping and all kinds of stuff. And that was something else we did. November, I went on the Carnival Valor and that was my semi-solo cruise. I had my own room, and I was there with my friends, but they was their like anniversary trip. So I did my own thing on that trip. I'll say that trip was a good time because I learned that, hey, I can do a solo cruise, because I got in the I got in the God, I can't think of it, the Facebook group, and I was like, hey, I'm solo, you know, whatever, anybody going to Mr. Sanchez? And I found these ladies, and we rode and shared a cab to Mr. Sanchez and shared it back. We actually spent time there. Like, I had a good time because I wasn't, like, I was with friends, but I wasn't obligated to, like, you know, like, oh, we're going here, we're going there. Like, it was almost like I was solo, because I didn't want to crowd them. There was a anniversary trip. Y'all do your anniversary thing, you know, whatever. If you want to have free time, we have free time, all like that. So it wasn't like I was obligated. And not that I don't like going on trips with people. It just made me know that I can do it. I can be on a trip solo and be fine, you know, or whatever. And honorary mention on this this whole 2021, Michaela went to LA. Michaela went to LA in August for my niece Shandy's birthday, and she did a little vlogging. I was able to make a video out of it, but she was outside too. She went on plenty of trips, but yeah, they went to LA. They actually went to Universal in California, and they had them a good little time. And I was very nervous because her and my nephew flew to California by themselves to meet my sister, because they live in Indiana and they were flying from Indiana, and they flew by themselves. Even though at that point, I think Michaela might have been like 16 at that point. So, and some people at 16, they literally traveling the world by themselves. But that was the first time they had ever went anywhere. But at least they had each other, but they had ever went anywhere alone without us adults going with them. And they flew all the way to California, and I was so proud of them. And they flew all the way back home alone. So yeah, but 2021, guys, excuse me, I got a little congestion. 2021 was, I was outside. Nothing was stopping me. Mask on, ready to take it. I don't know where I had. When I say a great time that year, that was a good year for me. That was a good year for me. I'm not that flexible to be outside like that now because of work. I'm in school and everything else. But when your girl graduate, if you caught my live, hashtag 2025, I'm outside. Hashtag 2025, I'm outside. Or I'm outside 2025. That's the year I graduate from college. And I plan on traveling like I did in 2021. 2021, I was gone. I was in the wind. And if I want to pick my favorite or like rank those trips, I'll say top Disney, of course. I love Disney. And I felt like on that trip I was able to I feel like on that trip I was able to like let my kids spend money. This sounds so crazy, but as a parent and as a single parent who doesn't have a lot of money, when I'm able to take them somewhere and we're able to do stuff and I'm able to say like, get what you want or do what you want, that make me feel good because they feel like, okay, I done made it. So Disney, I'll say going on the Sunrise because it was the first cruise back. New Orleans because New Orleans was New Orleans and Momcation was Momcation. St. Thomas, Indiana because I went to go visit my family. All of them was great. We gonna say all of them was great, but yeah. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this Flashback Friday. I hope you guys, or if you want to, this time I'm going to try to remember to find all the playlists from those, because there's playlists from each and every one of those series, and link them in the video. So I will talk to you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye y'all.